Hey guys, Jacob from Fairly Critical here, celebrating 1 year of the channel's life. That's right, we have been on for just over 365 days since our first video came out on a review of Thor: Love and Thunder last July. And I want to say thank you guys for supporting the channel. It takes most channels years to get to 1,000 subscribers, and we're already above 340. And I can't tell you how much support and encouragement that gives me and the people who support me to do this channel. So thank you guys. And with that, I just wanted to take a look at kind of what we've learned this past year and what we will be doing moving forward. Also, I want your guys' input. So towards the end of the video, I'm going to ask you guys a question, and it would really mean a lot if you would reply in the comments if you like the idea or not. So without further ado, let's get started. Just a quick review of what we did last year. Okay, so most of our videos last year were reviews, mostly on full seasons of shows as well as movies, with spoiler and non-spoiler videos towards the end of the year, whereas they were all just one last year. We also had a lot of analysis videos on various topics, scene breakdowns, and some list videos. And I've kind of gotten the picture that you guys just aren't really that invested in the reviews videos, which I don't blame you. That was the original idea of the channel, was to do reviews of upcoming movies, because that's what I wanted to talk about. I really enjoy movies, and that's kind of what I wanted to do. But the format just hasn't really developed. I enjoy talking them with my friends, where I can, you know, make jokes and get people to laugh and get responses, one-on-one situations. It's a lot harder to do that on camera when no one is responding to you. So I did try this year to bring on some friends, so that way I could be a little bit more natural. And I do think that helped. I do think those were better videos. But they were videos over just kind of high quality movies. And a lot of the comedic material, I'm sad to say, is found in movies that aren't very good. Or at least, you know, maybe they've got weaker points to them. Stuff like Thor, the last Thor movie, Love and Thunder, and, you know, really all the Marvel movies and shows that came out last year. Last year was a really bad year for Marvel. So I don't blame you guys if you aren't really invested in the reviews. We're going to put them on the back burner until such time when I can get resources and materials to really make that format charismatic and fun to do, because as of right now, my software just does not have the ability to pull clips from shows from streaming sites. So if it's not on YouTube already, if no one who has that software hasn't already gone in and pulled the clip of something that I want to use, I don't have access to it. So we're going to put reviews on the back burner. It's not to say we won't do them next year. They're just going to be a lot further, fewer and farther between, so you won't have to worry about that. Which means we're going to have a lot more room for analysis videos, list videos, comparison videos, stuff like that. So hopefully you enjoy that. Along with that, yeah, I know a lot of you guys subscribed to the channel after I did some Halo video. Got a lot of Halo videos on this channel, and I love that you guys love that. It is my favorite franchise, video game franchise to talk about, because I grew up with the story and I love it so much. But just as an address here, I am not a Halo channel. We have 343 subscribers. If after you watch this video we're down to 200, I will completely understand. Don't get me wrong, I will find ways to talk about Halo. So there will be plenty of Halo content on the channel, but we are not specifically a Halo channel. There's just not enough new stuff that 343 has put out since the launch of Halo Infinite for me to be able to make this channel about Halo. Most of the lore, most of the stories are stuff that has come out since 2001, and there are dozens of channels on YouTube dedicated specifically to talking about those stories, and they're great too. I mean, you got channels like Hidden Xperia, Halo Follower, Halo Canon, Hidden Xperia. I think I said Hidden Xperia. I meant to say Installation 00 again. Even Rocket Sloth has got some, and General Heed have got some really cool stuff on like the stats and the community and modding PC versions of the games and whatnot. So I don't feel like there's enough new material for me to be able to cover. But there will still be Halo stuff out there from a story perspective. It's just not the main purpose of the channel. So I don't want to mislead anyone. If you subscribed here thinking this was just going to be Halo content every week, it's not. There will still be it there, but I would understand if you want to jump ship. Also, I put out about 30 videos this past year, and it's going to be a little bit slower. So I started this channel in July of last year. In August of last year, my wife and I became foster parents. We have a beautiful foster daughter by the name of Zoe. She's 3, and she is a handful. If you've noticed, I have not put out any videos since gosh, when was my last video? It's been a few weeks, and the reason for that, I don't think it's been since June. The reason for that is because recently we got a 3-month-old foster daughter placed with us, and possibly we'll be having another one. So last year, when I started this channel, I was a father of 0. And currently, right now, as I'm recording this video, I'm a father of 2 in less than a year. So my time has become my schedule has become a little bit more denser. And I apologize. I love you guys. I wouldn't trade that for the world. So we're gonna dial it back a little bit as my time needs to be spread to my wife and our 2 daughters. I do not make a living off of YouTube. I do have a day job. And this is really just a hobby that I hope will hopefully grow, and I can get some compensation out of it, and maybe enough that I can do this full time if that's the plan. But right now, I've just got other priorities. So I hope you guys understand that. We're going to aim, since we got about 30 last year, we're going to aim to get about 18. Instead of 2 to 3 every month, we're going to aim for 1 to 2 every month. With those topics being a lot of more lists, more analysis, more scene breakdowns, and a couple other things that I might want to try, and with maybe some reviews sprinkled in. So that's what we're aiming for this next year, and hopefully you guys will enjoy that. Along with that, there's since we're not doing so many, hopefully that means that I'll be able to make the quality of what we do push out a little bit better, a little bit more research, a little bit more editing. I do research, record, and edit all of these videos myself. I don't have an editor that I send these to. I don't have a writing staff. I don't have anything like that. So my schedule is just a little bit more susceptible to life changes than more well-established YouTube channels. So that's what we're operating off of. And now, if you stuck it out this far, I do want to ask you guys a question, and that is, I do have an idea for a particular format or series, if you'd prefer, that we can look at instead of the reviews. And that is if you guys would, whether or not you all would be interested in hearing different takes on seasons of television or movies or video games. Essentially me saying that this is a story. I like the concept of the story. I don't think it was executed well. Here's my rewrite of it. And hopefully you guys enjoy it a little bit better than what was put out. Games and movies and TV shows that come to mind whenever I think of this are season 1 of Paramount's Halo show, which, gosh, I just hated. Shows like Secret Invasion, whose last episode came out this week. And while it was fine, I think it really missed what it could have done with such a cool concept. I think it was a lot more actiony and didn't really lean into what should have been a political thriller or an intrigue story or a cool whodunit type show, kind of like Winter Soldier was, but a little bit more scaled up. Is really what I think that show could have been, and I just think it missed the mark. So, also, video games. Halo 5 is just a sticking point with the community. It could have been awesome if they had followed the marketing material. I would like to rewrite the main plot point of Halo 5, and I don't know, hopefully maybe everyone would like to see that too. So, If that's something that you guys would be interested in, please tell me in the comments, so that way I know to devote resources to that. If not, we'll stick to the more analytical videos, the more kind of list videos, and some of the scene breakdowns. So let me know in the comments. Thank you guys again for all the support you've shown me this past year. All the likes, all the comments, all the subscriptions, and hopefully I don't waste your time. So I'm looking forward to this next year, but for now, I will let you go. Thank you again. Thank you for being such a blessing, and I will see you in the next one.